Happy Wednesday to you. It's hump day, halfway through the week. Gonna be hot. High today, up near 100 degrees. Same with tomorrow. We will see some murkiness and haze in the sky that's coming from smoke that's coming down from the Canadian Maritimes. You see that there is a northerly, northwesterly flow here. It's bringing the smoke down. This high pressure is grabbing it from way up here and shoving it down here into our region. So expect some hazy conditions out there that could ever so slightly knock down the temperatures, but I doubt it much. It's going to be pretty hot today and tomorrow. Also, we got a northwesterly wind, not southerly here, in some of the ways that the atmosphere is working. So although we do have a heat advisory out for temperatures approaching 105 on the heat index today, probably going to be an issue for tomorrow as well. I don't think we're going to see too much of that, probably in the low hundreds, which is bad, but a little drier on the heating. You will notice that, especially after sunset, that it won't feel quite as bad, or if you get in the shade, or if you happen to get in the pool and get in the shade, you're going to feel it a little better than we did in our last crazy heat wave. So as we go forward, we're going to see this heat start to dissipate some. This was starting to show up on the models, and I was noticing it, but again, this time of year, normal temperatures are up in the upper 90s. Upper 80s, sorry, not upper 90s, upper 80s to around 90. So we've got to go towards the normal and then potentially below normal in the long range. And that started showing up. Now, ironically, it does correlate very well to recurving typhoons off over in the western Pacific. When these start to then move up into the northern areas, latitudes, it starts to displace and dislodge cooler weather into the United States somewhere. And we seem to be able to benefit from that. So let's go forward. Over the next couple days, it's going to be dry. This is all the way on Friday. Still dry, though maybe late in the day and overnight, we're going to see some showers and storms kind of move through. We'll have to check to see if any of this ends up being severe. But the thing we've been watching is this low or this disturbance that keeps on showing up. Where is it going to go? Is it going to bring us some precipitation on Saturday, combining with the other moisture? Because it's kind of a little front here. Moving down, will there be severe weather here as we head into Saturday and then into Sunday and then early Monday? What it's going to do, though, is this high that comes in, we're a little bit on the northerly, and this is a low pressure. This is a pretty strong low. Look at that thing up in northeastern United States, or southwest, I guess southeastern Canada. But bringing in cooler weather on its heels, that's going to knock us down a little bit in our temperature, so not as bad. I mean, it will be hot, don't get me wrong, highs of the upper 80s, but it just won't be as bad as it has been as far as temperatures go. And then here's the next cooler area of high pressure. These aren't super cool, remember, we're just talking about bumping off some degrees of temperatures. And in the long range, that could mean some below normal temperatures for a few days. So excellent news. And that could stick around for a little bit into the following week. So we'll have to see how this all pans out. There is some concern or growing concern about what they call a homegrown or grown type of tropical system here in the southeast. We'll see if that gets its act together. I don't really know at this point, or if it will be much for us at all. So as we continue to go, though, look at these northerly winds. I mean, this is northerly winds. And the heights, I mean, they're not super low, so don't get overexcited. But here comes another cooler influx of temperature. So another front comes through, and so by late in the forecast period, maybe we're in this cooler northerly flow again. Cooler, remember, we're talking like, a couple degrees off, not super cool this time of year, but anything in the heat of the summer could be, is obviously very welcome from a high temperature, heat, humidity hater as myself. And maybe that brings in some moisture and stuff. We'll have to see. So this is way late in the period. So what it's showing then is on the forecast, if you look at the 6 to 10 day outlook, and here I'll center this map a little bit better, you see we're right in the border of normal temperatures again, upper 80s, so not all that exciting. But in the longer range, maybe going below normal. Not super below normal, but a little bit below normal. So now we're talking maybe low to mid 80s versus upper 80s. So anything's welcome. Good news, too, at least in the short term. We get the higher chance of some showers and storms and precipitation, especially here in east. You see that even on the, we'll show the precip map. Same thing here in the 8 to 14 day period. Again, with some of that unsettledness and the frothiness, maybe there's little waves of low pressure that could form along that and give us some rain. So that's all good news. So here, if we get to the precip outlook, then for the next 7 days, you see that eastern kind of bias here of the rain. Hopefully this backs up a little bit and we can get into some of the more prominent amount of rain. We're still in a moderate to even severe drought in the region. Now we haven't gotten the latest update. That will come tomorrow. And we'll only count rain through yesterday morning. And areas did get pockets of very heavy rain, so it's going to be kind of splotchy, I think, as far as some improvement. But definitely something to note. The last thing to look at is just look at the severe threat at this point. I don't think we're in any situation here. It just looks like scattered thunderstorms are possible Friday and Saturday, which I think is pretty much what we'd expect over the next 7 days. All right, that's your Loudoun County weather outlook. Have an awesome Wednesday as we head towards the weekend. It's going to be hot. So, dress appropriately and get to the pools if you can. Have a good one. Oh, boy.